Hello. Okay, so I want to show you just a few simple moves that you can do to help increase your leg strength. They're very easy to do, and if you do them every day or at least every other day, you're going to feel that difference in your legs, especially when you are recovering or you're just trying to get back to where you were before. So these are very easy to do. You want to have a chair, a stool, a bench, a bed, something that's a little sturdy, and if it's too soft, for example, like a bed, you're going to sink into it. It's going to be hard to get that stability. So I want to scoot back a little bit so you can see. Sorry, I'm working with what I got here. We're in the middle of moving, so not in the middle. We're at the end, but still figuring out furniture. So what you want to do, start seated, okay? And all you're going to do is just with one of your foot. So let's say your right foot, okay? You're going to go onto the ball of the foot. So all my weight is going to be on my left leg, okay? The right foot, the ball of the foot is on the ground just to kind of be a balance and a guide marker, okay? So all the weight is on the left foot, specifically in the heel, and you want to just push up. So when you're doing this, all that weight is on that left leg. The right foot is just for balance. You're just kind of making sure that you're not falling, okay? But you want to focus on driving up with your weight in the heel. So for example, left leg is on the ground, left foot, drive up with the heel all the way, push the hips through, sit it back down. Slow and controlled. We shouldn't be falling back down, okay? So control it. So you're going to do about 5 to 8 of those each leg to start, and then you'll switch other side. So get the feet out in front of you, ball the foot on the left, push up, weight in the right heel, all the way back down. Take your time, okay? When you get comfortable with that, okay, something you can work up to, you could even start with a higher bench, is, again, work up to this. But you could start without any help from the other leg, come up, and sit back down. That's something to work up to. Don't start that right away. If you have a higher seat, you can do that, okay? Because obviously you're not going to have that much distance to work through. So I recommend 5 to 8, starting with the ball of the foot on the ground, coming up, coming down, okay? Work through those. Other really good ones, okay, so when you're standing, without a band, you don't have to do these with a band, especially to start. Have something to balance on. It can be a wall, whatever it is, just to hold yourself steady, okay? And all you're going to do is bring that knee out in front of you. So I'll show you from the side. You're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Notice how my foot is flexed. So lift and lower. If you get really confident, you can do it without pushing your hands on anything. So just pure balance. Flex, squeeze. Notice how I'm not just rushing through it. Bring it up nice and high. Hold. Drop it back down. Try not to let your foot touch the ground at any point. This is for your quads. It's for balance. It's for that hip mobility, okay? So that's another really good one. I would say, again, probably 8 of these each leg. And then another good one, so to the side. Flex the foot, okay? So what we're going to do is lift and lower. Lift and lower. This is going to work your inner thigh a little bit, get that leg strength and that mobility built back up. And then, of course, we want to focus on our calves as well. A lot of our strength depends and comes from our calves. So nice and easy calf lifts. So all you're going to do on the ball of your foot, lift up, drop it down. So from the side, lift up, drop it down. Again, have something in front of you to balance on, especially if you're just starting. Lift up, drop it down. Lift up, drop it down. Okay, so to recap, we've got those single leg get-ups from a chair or a stable surface. Okay, we've got those quad lifts, so drop it down, and then we've got the side lifts, okay, and calf raises. All really great ways to start. And then, of course, the squat is such a foundational for your glutes, for your hips, for that mobility. Okay, so you could even start small. So you don't have to come nice and low. You could even go to here, come right back up. Key thing in a squat, make sure your weight is in your heels, okay? Your chest is up. A lot of people do this, okay? Keep your chest up, your core engaged. All you're gonna do is drop, come back up. Work your way into it. If you find you can get a little bit lower, come back up. But I recommend holding it. So hold it at the bottom for like 1 or 2 seconds, come up slow. Drop it down, hold it at the bottom, 1 or 2 seconds, come up slow. I would say 5 to 8 of those if you're just starting out again. And work your way into it. As you feel more comfortable or confident, go higher in reps. Maybe add a little weight to the work, whatever you're doing. Listen to your body first and foremost. But again, we tend to, at least I tend to jump ahead when I'm not ready to jump ahead. So go through these, spend at least 1 or 2 weeks. I would say at least 2 weeks doing these. Get confident, and then you can advance from there. And then of course, something that is really important too is core strength, especially when we're recovering or just overall. So a good way to start building that core strength too is on that stable, secure surface. All you got to do is just hold like this. So obviously the higher that bench or that surface, the easier it's going to be. So work your way into it. But if we just want to hold that plank, you want to push your shoulders away, make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, feet are about hip width apart, and just hold, okay? And if you want to involve a little bit of legs and a little bit of obliques, you can just tap out easy, side to side, okay? Those are all really great starter points for leg and mobility and just getting that body back going. Also, if you want to get a little cardio in there, one of my favorite go-tos for low impact is just a jack. It's kind of like a jumping jack, but we're not jumping, we're tapping out, okay? So that's a great one. Maybe start with about 10 of these, go through the motions. You could even throw these in between every little move that you're doing. It's up to you, have fun with it. Get that heart rate up and build that strength. And I hope that these helped you. Sorry for the odd setup, but I wanted to get this to you. All right, mwah.